Before we get into doing the health and other stuff to do with the UI for the player, we're going to update the enemy so that the enemy actually takes damage. So what we're going to do in here is we're going to go to our enemy golem script. And if you can't find it, you can click on the enemy scene and then click on that little icon there. It'll load this up. We're going to give the enemy health. So we'll export this, that way we can easily change it if we need to. Health equals, we'll say 12 health. No, we'll say 10. We'll say 10 health. This will help us test it early at the start because the knife only has 10 damage. Now, we're going to change this enemy die script to say take damage, and we're going to put in a value, DNG. And in here, we're going to make it change a little bit. We're going to say health minus equals DMG. And then, if health is less than or equal to 0, then we're going to do all this stuff. So we're going to highlight that and hit tab. So it only happens in that function. So now what we should be able to see is when we go to our knife weapon, if body is in group enemy and body has method enemy die, we're going to change that to say take damage. We're going to change this to take damage. But now what we need to do is get the stuff from this script. So in the previous video, we didn't do anything with these. We wrote the script, we didn't actually do anything. So we're going to load these scripts now. In the auto load, I'm just going to bin that, just in case I didn't do it last time. We're going to click this button. We're going to select player stats and open. That's going to be known as player stats. The second one though, the knife, we're going to rename this here just to say knife with a capital. Oh, that might not be a good idea. Let's just leave it as what it was, which is weapon knife. Now, the damage, we can just take directly from this script. Not that one, this one, which is called knife damage. What am I doing? Knife. Let's say weapon knife dot knife damage. So that's going to pass that in there. That way, later on when the knife upgrades, it'll upgrade the value here. When it gets to level 2, it'll upgrade it to 10. We can test that now. Hopefully everything's working and I haven't done some other weird mistake. So don't worry about the health down the bottom. But our golem should take 2 hits. 1, 2. Okay. So that is working. One thing we also need to do is free the knife so it doesn't keep on hitting them. Okay, we only want it to hit them once. Now, there was another bug that I was going to fix here. 1, 2. Get the experience cube. And we'll link all these things up shortly so that they start to work. Okay, there was another bug I was going to fix, which is when the player moves, the direction is, we need to keep track of the last direction. So we're going to add something in here, bar last direction, respect to 2.0. And then we're going to say here, if direction, I'm going to update this, last direction equals direction. And then down here, we're going to change this to last direction dot angle. That way, last direction only updates if the user has actually pushed something. Because what happens here, if it resets to 0, then the knife will just keep going to the right if you're not moving. But now it should go in the direction that we were last facing. So if I go down here, go down, yeah, so now it's going down, it's going right, it's going left, and it's still going left even though I wasn't pushing left. Okay, so it's all looking good at the moment. Next video, we'll start linking some of these things up, sending some signals between different nodes so that we can say, well, when the players experience goes up. We want to update the UI, and we also want to check and show the UI and when they get to 100% experience, show the UI for leveling up stats and linking those things as well. All right.